Hey Monica, Jessica Peterson here. Thank you so much for speaking with me yesterday and for accepting this video. I'm super excited that you did because today I'm going to show you 3 strategies you can start applying right away, and it's going to make a big difference for your business. And I know that it will because we've applied these strategies with over 50 other restoration companies just like you guys, and it's made a huge impact on their business. Right now, you guys have 0 organic traffic actually coming to your website. And that means you're missing out on 60 to 70% of available jobs every single month by not having these strategies in place. Okay, so today we're going to talk about 3 strategies. And we're talking about your content keyword strategy, citations, and then backlinks, okay? So here we are on your website. You have a decent looking website. I do like the call outs and how bright they are. I do wish this was click to call. Over the last 18 months, Google's gone to mobile first indexing and ranking, and so being mobile friendly is absolutely critical. So you have to have the click to call phone numbers, super easy forms, and super easy to use navigations for mobile devices, okay? So now, when it comes to ranking overall, it is all based on content, and content is key. So you do need to have a lot of content. You need to have a separate page for each of your major services. So we don't just want homes or emergency services. If you're doing fire, mold, water damage, sewage, and all of those, they each need their own individual page. It is required by Google. Google wants one single page devoted to one specific service in one area. That way you can focus an entire page all about that one service. You can focus on the local keywords for that service. So if it was water, you could be talking about different types of water intrusions and the processes you use to rectify the situation and make it better and prevent mold from coming in, answer the top questions, etc. You need helpful, usable content for your customers. We don't just want to write for Google, we need to write for your customers. So good quality content focused around the local keywords and having the separate pages for every single service. And if you're servicing multiple areas, which you are, you also need to really have separate service area pages for each service. That way you can be found in every area that you serve. Now this homepage here is the most critical page of your entire website because it ties all of these other pages together. It's basically putting a big pretty bow on it for Google's algorithm so that Google understands what this entire website is about. It's also going to need a ton of content. And so content comes in many forms. It can be videos, images, and when we have images, we want to make sure that they are all optimized with the local keywords. So we can see here, this is just a bunch of numbers. So these images are not optimized. So every single image needs to be saved with those local keywords. 99% of the time when people are looking for service, they don't know who your business is yet. Okay, so they're going to be searching for the actual service that they need. And so your images need to be saved with that. And all of this written content on your website needs to be focused around those local keywords. So, for instance, if your main area was Lincoln, you would have Lincoln water damage removal, water damage restoration Lincoln, storm damage repair Lincoln. For each of these services, that's what you're going to do. And same with this content. So this page needs at least 1,500 words or more of content in order to beat your competitors. If your competitors have 1,500 words, you need 1,800 or 2,000, okay? So you need to optimize all of these images and all this content around those local keywords. And do understand people search differently, so you want to capitalize on all the different variations of keywords so you can get the most potential traffic to your website. Google sends crawlers to your website, which are like little mini robots, and it scans through all of this text, and images, videos, all of your pages, to learn about your business, what type of services you offer, and where you offer it. And if it's very generic, all grouped together, you're not breaking out those services, you're not focused on keywords, Google's algorithm has no idea what's going on. And so if they can't figure it out and they're not going to index you for keywords, then it's impossible for them to send people to your website, right? So that content keyword strategy is absolutely critical to be able to drive that traffic to your website. Now, if we look at your top competitor in Lincoln for water damage, we do have SERVPRO, and yes, they're a franchise, but they're also extremely beatable. These franchisees just get these generic web pages that they're not allowed to modify or target their own keywords, and so they get what they get, and that's it. So all you have to do is better than they're doing. So that means better quality content, more content than they have, more pages, more blog articles, and all of those things will definitely help you to be able to outbeat SERVPRO online. Okay? Now, we all know when your competitors do a search online, they're going to do a search for terms like this. And when they do, we want your business to be one of the first ones that shows up. And we want them to be one of the first that shows up. But there's three main areas on the first page of Google that you can have good position in for your company. The first are generally going to be ads. These are like these cost per click ads and these local service ads. Both can be extremely profitable for you guys as long as you have your processes dialed in and the foundation set up. If you're missing any portion of that, you're not going to get a good ROI, okay? Now, these other two sections here get most of the traffic when people search. This section here, this is your Google Business Profile or Google Map Pack, okay? These top three companies here is where you need yours to be, because 30% of people come straight here and do not go anywhere else. And so if you're not one of these top three companies, you're leaving 30% of your revenue on the table and sending those customers to your competition. So in order to get in the top, if you're not already, for each of your services, you need to further optimize that profile, go out and get a bunch more citations. And citations are basically just listing your name, address, phone number, and website, and putting those in a bunch of directories like the Yellow Pages, Better Business Bureau, Glassdoor, Angie's, and Houzz. All of those are great citations. So just need more than your competition, and then every single one of those citations sends more information to Google about your business, the services you offer, and where. So those are critical for you guys. And then finally, this third section, this is your organic section. The most important section here, because 60 to 70% of people, they'll skip the ads, they'll skip the maps up here, and they come right here. So you need your website to show up here. Otherwise, you're losing 60 to 70% of all available jobs every single month by not being here. So in order for your website to show up here, it all comes back to the foundation of your website, having the right type of content and keyword strategy in place, and then supporting that with your backlink SEO. Now, so we can see here, this is Ahrefs, a tool we use to show us how your website performs. And we can see here you guys have a rating of an 8 and 1.8 thousand backlinks, okay? Holy cow, guys. So this score here is out of 100. That means Google doesn't trust your website, and that does have to do with the quality of your website, but more so the power you're sending to your website. We send power to our websites with backlinks. So while you do need a ton of backlinks, and you do need more than your competition, you only want good backlinks, good quality backlinks. You have 1,800 backlinks with only 44 websites that they're coming from. You only get credit for one link per domain, okay? And your score is an 8. That tells me that probably close to 1,800 of those backlinks are bad, poor quality links that are actually hurting you more than they're helping you, okay? You don't want to just get any links. You have to get good quality do follow links. This is a popularity contest. You only want good quality links from reputable businesses similar to yours. So they should be coming from other websites of other home service businesses like roofers and plumbers and landscapers and even vendors and magazines related to your services, okay? When you get those good quality links, this score is going to go much higher, and it's also going to help you to rank for keywords, which is going to push you up high in the rankings so people can actually start finding you online for the services they need. Now, because your content doesn't really have any keyword focus, you've only been indexed for 3 brand-related keywords. And as important as your brand is, that's not what people are searching. So you have to focus on those local keywords. And you're getting 0 traffic, so you're missing out on hundreds of potential people landing on your site and over 60% of the available jobs every month. Now, when we look at your competitor, we can see they also have a lower rating of a 9 with 400 backlinks. But the power of their website as a whole is able to push power to these back pages. And despite that, these guys are still only getting 16 people to their website. So they're showing up higher here because of the power of the entire website, not because of that one location. So these guys are absolutely beatable, but you do have to follow the strategies that I've shown you. And we can look here at their keywords. They are towards the top. But if you do better strategy, better links, you guys should be able to outrank these guys no problem. Okay? So, absolutely you can outrank your competition. You can even dominate in your service area when you follow these strategies that I've given you. So please feel free to take them, run with them, start today, start driving that traffic, and helping more people in your community. But if you'd rather focus on what you do best and have a partner in this, give us a call here at Peterson SEO, because this is our specialty, and we specialize in working with restoration companies just like you guys, okay? So please feel free to reach out with any questions you might have. Reply to my email, give us a call, or send us a text at this number, and we'd be happy to chat. Thank you so much for watching, and I look forward to hearing from you soon.